Solving quadratic equation for letter C, it is under completing the square. So you already learned how to solve quadratic equation by factoring. However, there are limitations in using this method, especially if the trinomial is not factorable. So in this module, you will learn another way of solving quadratic equation by completing the square. We have here a question to be answered right after the discussion. How does finding solutions of quadratic equations facilitate in solving real-life problems and in making decisions? So, to factor a perfect square trinomial, the concept of perfect square trinomial is the basis in the process of completing the square. So in this case, let us have a short recall or recap to illustrate this. So ang first step natin is you need to find the positive square root of each of the two perfect square terminologies. And number two, we need to connect the two square roots with the sign of the numerical coefficient of the remaining term or the second term of the given trinomial. And number three, indicate that this binomial is used twice as factor. So, let's have here quadratic equation. So, ang quadratic equation natin is ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So, ngayon naman, palitan daw po natin yung ating constant ng b divided by 2 square. Para ito ay magiging perfect square trinomial, and the other side will be a square of or the factors of this given perfect square trinomial. So completing the square in an expression of the form x squared plus bx or x squared minus bx, add the constant term which is b divided by 2 raised to the second power to complete the square. So we have here an example or an activity verse na dapat naalala natin ito kasi ito yung magiging basis natin on how to look for the possible factor of the given or on how to look for the solutions of the given equation. Direction, find the solution or solutions of each of the following equations. Answer the questions that follow afterwards. So first, number 1, x plus 12 is equal to 17. So just think for a number. What do you think would be the value of x to make it equal to 17? So, x plus 12 is equal to 17. So, ililipat mo yung 12, magiging negative. So, 17 minus 12, the value of x is equal to, okay, 5. Kasi 5 plus 12, that is 17. Another one is x minus 5 over 6 is equal to 3. Ang value po ng x natin dito, ililipat na ninyo yung 5 divided by 6 dun sa kabila. That will become positive. So 3 plus 5 divided by 6. You need to look for the LCD. So ang x natin dyan is 23 divided by 6. Number 3, ililipat ulit yung 3/4 sa kabila, magiging positive 3/4. So 1/2 plus 3/4, that is equal to 5 over 4. And number 4, katulad ng ginawa natin nung nakaraan, lesson natin, we need to extract square root both sides. Okay, so magiging x plus 10 is equal now to positive negative 36. And then simplify. The value of x now is equal to negative 4 and the other one is equal to negative 16. So notice that the constant term in the completed square is the square of half of the coefficient of x. So for example, ang given natin is x squared plus 6x. Ang b natin is 6. consider wala po itong constant natin. Ang b natin ay 6. So, half of 6, that is 3. And then 3, when squared, that is 3 squared is equal to 9. So, yun po yung i-add dito. To make this given equation a perfect square, try. So, let's have here an activity. Make it perfect. So, ito po yung example natin. X squared plus 14x is equal to, or to make it perfect, ang ginawa, 14 divided by 2, then square. 14 divided by 2, that is 7. And then 7 squared, that is equal to 49. So, complete the square. X squared plus 14x plus 49. Ang factor form po niyan ay x plus 7. Okay, so let's proceed. T squared plus 20t plus blank. So, alam niyo na ang gagawin? Okay? So, ano kaya magiging sagot natin dyan? 20 divided by 2, that is 10. 10 times 10, that is equal to 100. Ganun lang po ang mga gagawin. Okay? Then let's proceed. Step to complete the square. First, you will get an expression that looks like this. Ax squared plus bx. Ang second step natin, our goal is to make a square such that we have a plus b quantity square. Ax squared plus 2ab plus b square. So we take 1/2 of the x coefficient and then divide the number in front of the x by 2. And then number 4 natin is square that number. Pag nakuha natin yung square of that number, yun yung i-add natin. Both. So, for example, x squared plus 6x. So, first step, you need to take half of the coefficient of x or yung b value po natin. That is 6 divided by 2, that is equal to 3, and then square. So, we have here, complete the square and show what the perfect square is. O, tignan na lang natin. Ito po, x squared plus 12x. 12b. 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 6. 6 times 6, that is equal to 36. So, ayan ang 36. Square root of x is square root of 36, that is x. Square root of 36, that is 6. Yung second term, positive. So, ibig sabihin, positive. So, ang factor niya is x plus 6 quantity square. Next, number 2, y squared minus 10y. You need to divide both sides. You need to get the b value and then divide by 2. So, negative 10 divided by 2, that is 5. 5 times 5, that is 25. So, plus 25. Square root ng y, that is y. Square root ng 25, that is 5. Ang second term natin is negative, kaya po negative yung sign. So, meron tayong factor ng y square minus 10y plus 25 is y minus 5 quantity square. X squared plus 5x. So, 5x is not divisible. So, that by 2. So, magiging 5 divided by 2. Square of 5, that is 25. Square of 4, that is 4. So, kapag kino-offer, this one is now a perfect square trinomial, square root of the first and the last term. Square root of x, that is x plus square root of 25, that is 5 square root of 4, that is 2. Ang sign ng nasa gitna is positive. Kaya ito na po, x plus 5 half quantity square. So, steps to solve completing the square. If the quadratic does not factor, move the constant to the other side of the equation. For example, x squared minus 4x minus 7 is equal to 0. So, yung negative 7 ililipat doon sa kabila. So, magiging x squared minus 4x blank and blank. So, kunin natin yan, complete the square, taking 1/2 of the coefficient of x squaring. So, negative 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 2 squared, that is 4. So, add the number you got to complete the square to both sides of the equation. X squared minus 4x plus 4. Yung kabila naman, 7 plus 4. Ito, i-add mo sa left, i-add mo din sa right. Ito ay magiging perfect square trinomial, square root of the first, and square root of the um, last. So, x is square, x. Square root of 4, that is 2. Anong sign ng nasa gitna? Negative. Kaya negative. X minus 2 quantity square is equal to 7 plus 4, that is 11. Next step, number 5, is to take the square root of both sides of the equation. So, x plus 2 is equal now to, ito po, extract square root is square root. So, positive, negative is square root of 11. So, solve for x. Our x value now is x is equal to, ilipat mo lang yung negative 2 sa kabila, magiging positive 2. Positive, negative is square root of x. So, ibig sabihin, to make this given equation a true equation, ang x supposed to be natin, or the value of x should be x plus minus square root of 11. Okay? Let's take a look on the other given example. Solve the following equation by completing this square. X squared plus 8x minus 20 is equal to 0. 20, we need to remove the constant, magiging positive 20. Move quadratic term and linear term to left side of the equation. Step number 2, find the term that completes the square on the side or on the left side of the equation. Add that term to both sides. So 8. 8 divided by 2, that is 4. 4 times 4, that is 16. Add ka ng 16, add ka ng 16. Ito na po ay perfect square trinomial. So perfect square trinomial, square root of the first is square root of the last. So supposed to be this one is positive. So, ito po ay plus. Ito din po ay plus kasi ang nasa gitna po ay plus. So, 36. So, ito po ay plus. X plus 4 quantity square is equal to 36. So, we have here another example. X squared minus 8x minus 9 is equal to 0. We need to use completing this square to find further solution set of this given equation. So we need to original equation, we need to add 9 to both sides. So ito po, para po magiging mawawala po yung negative 9 natin. Transpose. So 8. So, yung 8 natin, get the coefficient of b and take the coefficient of x. That is negative 8 divided by 2, that is negative 4. And then, square po natin yung negative 4, that will be equal to positive 16. Add tayo ng 16, add tayo ng 16. So, 16 plus 9, that is 25. This one is a perfect square trinomial. So, quantity x minus 4 raised to the second power is equal to 25. Extract square root both side. X minus 4 is equal now to square root of 25. So, x minus 4 is equal to square root of 25. That is positive negative 5. And then, combine like terms. X minus 4 is equal to 5. Etong negative 4 ilipat sa kabila, so magiging positive. So, 5 plus 4, that is equal to 9. X minus 4 is equal to negative 5. Ilipat si 4 dun sa kabila, magiging positive 4. Magiging unlike sign, so subtract, attach the sign of the largest number. So, x now is equal to negative 4. X now is equal to negative 1. So, the solution set is negative 1, positive 9. If we substitute, let's check. For x is equal to negative 1, palitan lahat ng x from the original equation. X squared minus 8x minus 9 is equal to 0. So, lahat ng x ay palitan. Negative 1 minus 8, quantity negative 1 minus 9 is it equal to 0. So, negative 1 times negative 1, that is positive 1. Negative 8 times positive negative 8 times negative 1, that is positive 8. minus 9 is equal to 0. 8 plus 1, that is 9. 9 minus 9, that is equal to 0. Let's check. Another one, let's take a look on the positive 9 as the value of x. So substitute x squared minus 8x minus 9 is equal to 0. So let's change all the values of x, which is 9 squared minus 8 times 9 minus 9 is equal to 0. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times 8, that is negative 72. Negative 9 is equal to 0. 72 plus 9, that is 81. So 81 minus 81 is equal to 0. So another example is 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0 by completing the square. So this one is the original equation. We need to transpose positive 1 to the other side. So magiging negative 1. And then we need to remove the numerical coefficient of the x squared. So we need to divide both sides by 3. Magiging x squared minus 4x. So x squared minus 4x divided by 3 is equal to negative 1/3. So the coefficient of x is negative 4/3. We need to divide it by 2. So negative 4/3 divided by 2, quantity square. So kung mapapansin ninyo, division ito, di ba ang ano natin pag sa division noon or nung grade 7 kayo, division of fraction. So kapag division of fraction ang mangyayari, so ito, magiging negative 4/3 times 1/2. So, ito ay magiging negative 4/6. Or that is, pag sinimplify natin, that is negative 2/3. Tapos, square mo yung 2/3. Magiging negative 2 times negative 2, that is 4. 3 times here, that is 9. So, add natin yung 4/9 to both sides. Dito, part, to make the equation a perfect square trinomial. Tapos, yung isa dito sa kabila. So, since ito ay perfect square trinomial na, ito po kunin natin yung LCD. So, 9 divided by 3, that is 3. 3 times 1, that is negative 3 plus 4 divided by 9. Kaya po ito, pag sinimplify mo, negative 3 plus 4, that is equal to 1/9. So, x minus kasi minus po yung nasa gitna. Square root ng 4/9, that is 2/3 square, is equal to 1/9. We need to extract square root both side. So, makakancel ito, makakancel to. X minus 2/3 now is equal to positive negative. Square root of 1, that is 1. Square root of 9, that is 3. And then, magsisimplify tayo. So, magiging x minus 2/3 is equal to negative 1/3. Yung isa naman is x minus 2/3 is equal to 1/3. So, ito po ililipat natin sa kabila. So, magiging positive 2/3. So, unlike sign, subtract 2 minus 1, that is 1 divided by 3. So, our first solution set is 1/3. The other one, ilipat natin dito sa kabila, magiging plus 2/3. So, pareha sila ng denominator, 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 divided by 3, that is 1. Therefore, our second solution set is equal to 1. So, the solution set or the roots of the given equation, 3x squared minus 4x plus 1 is equal to 0 is 1/13 and the other one is 1. Okay po. So, let's proceed. I have here yung instruction kung paano gawin. Have here our assessment. This one is 1 to 5 to check if you all really understand our topic today. Just write your final answer only. Sa papel po isusulat. Tapos yung sa pangalawa, Find the solutions of each of the following quadratic equation by completing the square. Answer the questions that follow. So far, ito po yung gagawin nyo lang muna. Kailangan nyo lang pong sundin kung ano po yung naibigay pong step by step on how to solve for the solution set, or how to look for the roots of the given equation using completing the square. Thank you so much for listening.